Welcome back to Caffeine Confessionals. Are you guys ready for the challenge season 37? Spies, Lies, and Allies? I mean, I might not be ready for the name, but I'm excited for the season, excited for the cast. I am joined by my lovely co-host, Miss Nikki Sin.
Hello, hello, hello.
And the lovely Luke Muncie.
What's up, guys?
We have some cast photos. We have the official cast for season 37. It's been a couple months since we've had any challenge, and we're gonna break down these cast photos. I'm excited about it. How do you guys feel?
I'm feeling good. Gonna be a little judgy. That's okay. It'll be fun.
Yeah, I'm ready to judge.
And what's so fascinating is that MTV, with this like dropped cast and trailer, is that they put out the trailer and the cast photos, and then they deleted them a few hours later, put the photos back up, and the trailer is still nowhere to be found. I've already broken down the entire thing, but it's not online anymore.
I think as of now, they just posted it again. So it might be back up there. So if you're listening to this now, it's probably back up for you to look at. And then you can watch Allan's breakdown after you watch it.
Just so confusing. Like, what intern was doing that today?
The wrong one. You're
No,
like 3 hours too early, buddy. Yeah.
No, yeah, they probably saw it as like, hey, post this at noon. And they were like, okay, cool, noon Eastern? No, noon Pacific time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, no. He's like, I don't understand time zones. Oh, no.
I will say, with my own conversations with Viacom, they would always tell me like 3 p.m. Eastern time is when you can post, which is noon on the West Coast time. And I was just thinking like that's just a terrible time to post things. That just you need to get it into that morning audience, so that way the people on the West Coast and East Coast get it around the same time.
Yeah, I feel like noon Eastern is perfect. It's midday for Eastern people like me, sad. But for the West Coast people, you're waking up, you're getting your day started. Oh, here's this news. I'm so excited. Let's dissect this all day.
Yeah. I'd hop on that idea.
Yep, and they're probably tired of hearing us talk about this and want to hear about the actual cast. And we're going to talk about these cast photos because they are actually pretty beautiful. Some of the best they've done in a while, and who is on the official cast. And to kick us off, we have a person returning for the first time since War of the Worlds 1, a new mother. It is Miss Amanda Garcia.
Oh, just yay!
I love this woman.
The drama that is going to be brought.
This photo, too, it really speaks like, yo, I'm kind of a mom now, but also I'm still crazy hot. And she even has the necklace with her son's name on it, and it's like laying all the cards on the table.
Yep.
Literally, I sent this to some of my friends and said, am I biased or does she look bomb? She looks bomb. I know we're kicking off with her, but a lot of my friends were like, this is the best cast picture. This is the best cast picture. Even friends of mine that don't like her said, it's a pretty good cast picture. And as far as the necklace goes, I was like, how basic. She's got Amanda on her neck, but I zoomed in and it's her son. She means business. I love it.
Oh, I love this woman. Her shirt, her outfit, her little cord, I think. Gorgeous. Which is some of the others aren't looking as good. So
that's a high level to get to.
Blew me away. Yeah.
I also gotta say, she always, whenever they do these type of cast photos, she always blows it out of the water. So you always feel bad for Amanda because even though she looks stunning, everyone says like, I hate watching her on TV, but I love how she looks. Why can't you just compliment how she looks?
Yeah.
And hey, I love watching her on TV.
No, yeah, exactly. Next up, we got Anissa, who is in her classic power pose.
Titties are out. We'll just say that her titties are out. And that necklace looks familiar. Anyways.
No, not anyways.
Well.
Why does it look familiar?
Well, she definitely wears the Juice Star one often, but I guess the other one's become a new staple for her. I will say we hated on Anissa a lot last season. Let's just be transparent about that. People definitely called us out for that. I think she looks good. She looks pretty. She looks like she's ready to do something.
It's giving me very much first day of grade 2 vibes for me.
Is she the teacher or the student?
The teacher?
Okay. She'd be the fun teacher, though. Like, we're going to try hard at the beginning, and then we're just not going to try anymore.
This would be a great cast photo if we weren't tired of Anissa. And I think that's part of the problem.
Absolutely.
I would agree. A little bit too much exposure, especially after just recently seeing her on All Stars as well, where she maintained the entire season. So yeah, good cast photo. I won't hate on her anymore. I'm trying to go into this next season optimistic. So good photo.
I agree.
Next up, we have Ashley Mitchell, and she looks fantastic as always. She kills these photos. And yeah, I feel like this one actually, last season, she had that cast photo where her eyes were like diamond blue. And it didn't look 100% look like her. This looks like Ashley, and she looks gorgeous.
I think she looks amazing. I'm so biased towards Ashley. Sometimes I will say I'll give her a critique because I don't often do that. I wish she would take the contacts out, like maybe let us see your natural eye color. But if that's her thing, I like it. She looks beautiful.
Yeah. She's serving face first and foremost, and she knows her angles. I'm loving this. Oh. She means business. She's ready.
I just find it amazing that Ashley got eliminated twice last season, and I feel like I haven't seen her in forever, despite that.
Yeah.
Listen, I was grasping for straws. I was watching the YouTube special she was on. I love me some Ashley, but yeah, no complaints about this photo. They are setting, if you know what I mean.
She's also heavily featured in the trailer, easily the most featured female in it. So that means we'll be seeing a good amount of Ashley, hopefully. After Ashley, we got Big T in her power suit. I think Big T is a beautiful girl, but I want to see a bit more of her vibe. Like, being happy, being joyous, just giving me motivation. It's not a bad look at all, but I feel like it's not her vibe per se.
I feel like I'm not sure if they had a stylist there, if they just got to choose what they wear. I'm feeling like they got to choose what they wore, but I think they're trying to push too much Big T is posh onto us, which I know that she has a posh accent. She lives a posh lifestyle, but in the game, the challenge, she's not necessarily posh. I want to see her happy, bubbly self. But other than the outfit, I think she looks beautiful.
I agree. It's sort of giving me real estate vibes. Like, and I understand, the direction with the photo shoot was probably like, they were like, okay, go with the theme of the show, spies, allies, very much giving me secretary.
Well, if she is a real estate agent, I would buy a house from her.
Absolutely.
I can give her that. But you're right. Maybe she's a classy spy.
Yeah. I want to see more of her personality in the photo.
Exactly. She's like America's British sweetheart, and this is just like she's trying to sell us a house, which is like, Big T, I know you're so much better than that. You're amazing. Next we have Corey, who just, you could tell this is his 9th or 10th season because he's just phoning in these cast photos at this point.
Yeah, he wrote in, and under that toboggan, he's got a picture of Ryder, a picture of Mila. He's about to tell them, hey, this is for my daughters. Just snap the picture. He looks fun. Nothing special.
That's good.
He's a good-looking guy, so he gets away with it. But if another person did this, they'd be getting some heat. Next up, we have, I think, maybe the dumbest shirt of these, and it comes from CT. I don't know who told CT to wear this shirt, but if you just don't look at the shirt, just look at his face and his hair. CT is 41, 42 years old, and he's looking 34, 33. He looks fantastic. He's turned back the clock.
The shirt screams, I went to Target and shopped in the teen boys section, possibly child section. The dog tag scream, I'm still bitter from World of Worlds 2. But other than that, he really, I was texting Allan about this earlier when these first came out. He looks great. He had a rough patch there where Allan said, and I agreed, he looked his age. Let's be real. He's getting older, but he looks great.
He looks so good in this photo. I'm gonna make you guys back off a little bit on the shirt. This is something that I would wear. A little mean. feel bullied on as an adult emo. Bit rude. He looks good though.
Yeah,
that fits your vibe though.
Yeah, that's your vibe. I don't think CT has like half blonde, half black hair, but he might do that next season. So I'll back off of it just for you.
I can lend him some clothes if he wants. I'm probably big T size, but
He'd squeeze in.
yeah.
Next up, we have someone who I really enjoyed last season, but really just whiffed on this cast photo, trying to look super serious. The hands in the palm right here, and it's Devin. He keeps doing this pose for all his cast photos, and it looks ridiculous each time.
He needs to figure out, I'm going to backtrack, I already know. He needs to figure out if he's going for mastermind or jokester, but I think both can exist at once. That's how I'm going to backtrack, but he's definitely trying to give off, I'm the smart mastermind, phenomenal competitor. Yeah, his track record with eliminations is great, but other than that, I don't think he's the type of competitor that can give us this type of look and we'd be like, oh, I'm sold. He's here for business. I just think, oh, he really wanted a blue suede picture.
No, I just think he looks constipated.
I do want to say his jaw looks good though. He looks like he's in good shape. It's just that weird, the hands together, that I think it's holding him back. I don't know, man. He's in better shape now. He could just show off, him. He doesn't need to do that.
And
Yeah,
do I see a necklace?
I see 2 necklaces and a very unbuttoned shirt.
Yeah.
So maybe Flirty Devin's coming around. He just a little carefree. Maybe we'll get a hookup this season. Maybe not. Maybe the girls don't want to smell him. But yeah, picture. He looks good.
And
Next up, we got Fessy, America's favorite player, in the turtleneck and the coat.
Yeah. Last season it was the black turtleneck with the double gold necklaces. Now it's the white with the plaid peacoat. Fessy needs to figure out if he is going to be a competitor or a 1960s drug dealer, because that's kind of the vibe I'm getting from this picture. It's like he'll show up to your house and demand money from your child. I don't know. No comment. I'll leave it at that.
Oh, lots of comment for me. Awful. Who dressed you? What's happening here? Not for you. This is not the look for you, Fessy. I'm just letting you know right now. That's not it.
What is the look for him though? Because I'll be honest, I'm thinking about it, and I feel like whatever he would have came up with, I feel like we would have roasted just because it's Fessy.
Well, I am zooming in on this picture, and I have a suggestion. He shaves his goatee, clearly. He has enough facial hair, I can see the stubble, to have an actual beard. Maybe a beard, a little rugged. And then maybe just like a tee. Maybe a shirt like Devin wore that doesn't necessarily have a collar, but has a few buttons down. He can still rock his gold necklaces.
Maybe
I'm just not sure.
A basic black V-neck?
Could work. Could work.
Just not this turtleneck.
I think Allan might have a point though. No matter what he wore, we probably would have hated on him because I'm not a huge fan.
Well,
He's also a big man, so like clothing is a bit different for someone like him, because whenever he wore a dress shirt last season, he just was hulking out of it. I don't know.
Conor McGregor can wear like an amazing suit and look great.
Conor McGregor is like 5'6", 150.
Yeah, but he bulks up for his fights.
Still like 155.
Fessy looks like he is Big T's husband waiting for her to come home from the real estate sale.
Yep.
And he's like, honey, I hid the drugs in that house. Don't sell the house yet.
I was going to say, it looks like he stole the clothes from like where Gabby lives.
Could be. Not from her boyfriend though, because he's a little man.
I feel like Gabby could wear this and it would look really good.
Oh, 1000%. Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, let me edit Gabby's head onto that.
Yeah.
We surprisingly spent more time on Fessy than we thought. Next up is his best friend, Josh, who I believe is wearing the same exact thing he wore in his cast photo last season.
He looks a mess. And I'll just say, the toboggan, I'm not sure why. Josh actually has great hair. I will give him that. Even when his hair was bleached, I was like, okay, looks pretty good. Not sure what the vibe is of the toboggan. They're not in Iceland anymore. They're in a somewhat warm location. And then the face. It's like very I'm mad, but like I'm tough. And I don't think that's what Josh embodies.
I can't see past the fact that somebody on the internet compared him to Jim Carrey in The Mask.
That would be me.
Yeah. Well, I didn't want to name names, point fingers. Can't see
If you've
past
not
it.
if you have not been following Josh on Instagram, don't blame you. He's posted some recent pictures. He looks a little different. He looks a lot different from this cast picture, actually. So it'll be interesting to see him in motion. But yeah, this cast picture, it's not horrible. Like, he doesn't look, well, it's a cast picture.
I feel like Fessy could have worn this and it would have looked fine.
I agree.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, that would have been better. They would have been better. I don't know about switching items, but
yeah.
But again, it's like what Luke said. Like, are we just predispositioned against Josh, where like he doesn't fit the vibe? Where Big T's vibe is all good and flowers. When you said Josh's vibe, I'm like, what do you want him to wear? A dunce cap, bro? A goof hat?
A goof hat. I actually would have loved if this would have been homage to his Big Brother days, of course. But after World of Worlds 2 finished filming, he was in Thailand with bleach blonde hair and a floral shirt. I was like, this is Josh. Like, that is who he embodies. And I don't mean that in any type of negative way. Like, I actually was like, hey, that's his look. And I wish that might have been what went through his head when he took this picture.
He's trying to look tough, and he's not. Not at all tough.
Now we're just being mean to Josh.
What? Okay, and what's new from any other?
No, I know.
I'll end our Josh comment on a positive. Next time, I'd like to see him back to a bleached head and a floral shirt. It would be him.
Agreed. Also, this is the same thing he wore last season. Next, we have Casey, who's just looking very regal, very sharp. Good photo all around.
Yeah.
The thing with Casey is this is probably similar to what it's not what she wore last year or last season. I remember that, but she definitely has a style and she commits to it. And this is it. I think she looks beautiful. She has a wonderful face and her hair pulled back just accentuates that. So no complaints here. She looks good.
Yeah. Cheekbones for days.
Casey just looks like she smells good. It sounds weird to say out loud, but you just like that person smells good just looking at him.
That is so true.
Yeah.
Yeah, no complaints. I'll leave it at that.
I don't think Nani will have any either.
Ooh.
Next up, we have Kyle, who has graduated from selling car insurance to selling life insurance. I don't know what's higher, but his neck looks good in this photo. Just looks solid. Just very solid photo.
Yeah, he has come a long way since Vendettas with the recent hair transplant and bandana to cover the scars and the bleeding follicles. The eyebrows are a bit much, maybe quit shaving down the middle and at the sides. But other than that, he has grown into himself. And after 7 seasons in a row, I'd hope so.
Yeah, I think he looks great. I'm glad he's not wearing any sort of like obnoxious prints or anything like he was sort of doing last season. I think maybe he's honing into what his dad look is going to be.
I was just thinking that. He looks fatherly.
Yeah, he's got that daddy look now.
Next up, oh my God.
You're good. I was just going to say, I'm so sorry. The face looks really smug, and I have to question that, but then I don't because I feel like Kyle's a great competitor. But next, sorry.
He is.
I'm thinking out loud.
Yeah, we like Kyle. Next up, we have Manvo, who gets away with just wearing a t-shirt because he's a gorgeous human being himself.
But look at this poor man's eyes. He is still scarred from last season. He's like, are y'all about to bring Lolo out of a van? Like, I can't stay if you guys do that. He looks stoic but scared. He's like, am I really about to do this again? But yeah, a beautiful man.
He seems so kind. His eyes are so kind.
I don't know. His eyes scream scared, bewildered. She's coming to me. Yeah.
Nam is the guy in your college class where you're like, oh my God, I don't have a pencil, and he gives you one. I don't know. That's him. He's like the bro, and then you you help him on a question or something. I don't know. That's just the vibe I get from him.
Yeah, and at the end of the class, like, here, man, here's this back. And he's like, oh, no, you keep it. I've got 107.
That he makes himself.
Right. He hand whittles pencils.
Yeah.
After Nam, we have the lovely Nani, who she looks dashing. Just I don't know what to say.
I will say this. I love Nani, so I will give an insult to those that I love, just so I don't seem too biased. It's predictable with Nani at this point, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. To know that someone's going to look absolutely regal and stunning in their picture, I mean, that's not a problem. I love her hair. Like, it kind of like coming down and bumping right at her shoulders. It's like, hey, I'm about my business. I'm a business lady. I've got my turtleneck and my sleeves are over my hands. Like, I'm modest. I'm just off this final. I'm going to come back and I'm going to do this. Or maybe the turtleneck is to cover up a hickey. I'm not sure how she'd get one, but it's a possibility.
I'm sure how she would get one. Casey.
True.
It doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't fit her vibe though. It doesn't. But because she's not, and she just looks gorgeous, you're like, I don't care. I'm throwing it away, even though we've criticized others for it.
Yeah, I could, if I were to choose a top for Nani, since that's all we see is the upper half of her body, maybe a tank, spaghetti tank. Because Nani's just like carefree and like flowy, and I don't think she's confined like a turtleneck that covers your hands. But maybe she was like, they're about to ship us back to Iceland. I've got to be prepared.
That's why they need to bring them back to a warm location. Please.
Yeah. After Nani, we have Nelson, who, I mean, this is the most cropped cast photo, I think, because it just shows, oh, maybe Kyle's. It's just the top of his black shirt with a necklace on. He's got a good beard going. I don't know.
I think Nelson looks great.
He looks good.
I think his face looks good, though, because he's not really doing anything else. But if you've got a good face, then does the rest matter? I don't know.
Facts. Huge facts. He just looks, I mean, he looks just like himself, obviously, but the beard is longer than before, but it looks well kept. He looks like he's on a mission. Black tea, can't really say much about that. He looks good.
Yeah, he understood the assignment.
And I think our last veteran is Miss Tori Deal.
I will start. And I've said some minced words about Tori before. I think she's a beautiful girl. So let me say that. Not her most flattering picture, which she said that on Instagram today too. When you guys make me do a straightforward face, it always translates negatively. I know she got her lips filled right before this season and some other filler because she put on an Instagram story. I'm not just speculating. She did that. It's definitely still settling. And you can tell it's like a little bit awkward. Body looks amazing. Hair looks amazing. Face just looks a little scary to me, but I'm sure it'll settle down by episode 2, 3 if she's still there.
I'm not a big Tori fan, but I'm also the type of person that doesn't know how to pose in a photo anyways myself. This would be what I would do, and I know it doesn't look good. I don't think the hands on the back pregnancy stance is the best one. I do it all the time.
I'm going to be real honest. I only saw this one maybe once and a half. Y'all are making some good details. I thought she looked hot. I thought her body looked fantastic. I know I like when I saw people were hating on it, I was like, I just didn't get it. I was just like, she looks good.
I think her body looks bomb.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
just
not hating on her body. It's the
and maybe the face
pose.
isn't bad as much as it's just different for me. So it kind of startled me to see her looking different than the previous season. Because like I said, she is not an ugly girl. So nobody listening, take it that way. She's a gorgeous girl. It's just different from what we've seen before.
You just have to like, it's sort of like how Cara Maria, when she started getting like filler, how it like just took a bit to remember that somebody's face is going to change.
Yeah, it had to settle.
Yeah.
That's our veteran cast pick breakdown. We're about to jump into the rookies real quick. Stay tuned. Switching over to the rookie side, and we have a whole lot of rookies on this season. Kicking us off is someone who's featured in the trailer quite a bit, and that is Berna Beck from Survivor Turkey.
She looks like she's fresh off of American Horror Story Coven. Really fun that she's from Turbo's show. Shout out to Turbo. You are gone. But it's definitely a thing. The 2 necklaces on top of a black shirt. She looks very pretty.
I mean, this is definitely something that I would wear, but also her facial expression is frightening. She definitely scares me.
She looks super confident.
Yeah, I don't want to piss her off.
On Survivor Turkey, she made it onto the All-Star show. Apparently, she's a decent physical competitor on that show. And I gotta say, what she looks like in this photo is that when you watch a Netflix series and the female protagonist has a love interest, that love interest has a girlfriend, and the girlfriend is Berna.
Yep.
She will kick your ass if you try to touch her man. Yeah.
Yep.
And then you actually get to know her, and you're like, oh wait, she's actually really cool and a good friend and stuff like. I'm just talking about Emily in Paris at this point. She looks like she could be an Emily in Paris, but she.
Don't put that up.
Who knows? These rookies come from everywhere, so maybe she was.
Might be. She probably wrote it.
Berna. And we have a Berna and a Bettina this season. Bettina Buchanan from Paradise Hotel. She is Swedish. What do you guys think?
Bettina, big blue eyes, big busty lips, big bodacious breasts. I mean, what else can be said? I hate to speak in her in this way, but she clearly has some assets that she's passionate about, and I'm passionate about them as well. She looks great.
That's all I heard was big and I was like, big boobs.
I want to point out she also.
Anyways.
Okay, Nikki. I want to point out too that your name is Nikki. Okay. I want to point out too that she's also wearing 2 necklaces. This is definitely a trend that I'm late to.
I do that often. I feel like I've done that on this show. She's giving me very much Geordie Shore meets Jersey Shore. She reminds me a lot of Angelina from Jersey Shore. Like her face.
I get that, yeah.
She reminds me a lot of a girl that goes on The Bachelor looking for love, and she's the first person to not get a rose, and she's really confused why.
Yeah.
After Bettina, we have Corey Lay from the 12 Dates of Christmas. I am happy about Corey's inclusion because the previous 4 seasons, MTV had only cast 1 gay male, and I believe he is identifies as bi or gay or whatever. But he really, in this photo, he pulls off stylish while also being like very masculine. Like, good photo. Guy has a lot of power in him.
Agree. He looks confident but not cocky. I like the contrast of the red and the black. And yeah, representation matters. So I'm excited to see him on here, even though he's from a very unknown show.
A show I'd never even heard of. I thought it was like a Hallmark movie.
What I do like about him, I know this isn't his outfit, but I'll say it quickly. He's a super fan of the show. And I think that's really cool because those are the type of people who probably aren't going to pander. At least I hope not. So I'm excited to see him in action.
Yeah. I think he's going to kill it.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing at the next person. We have Emmanuel Nyagu from Survivor Romania. And that's where vampires are from, right? Romania, Transylvania.
He is a modern day vampire.
No, he is SoundCloud rapper Jordan.
He really does resemble Jordan. And it's the really poorly done haircut, thick eyebrows, mustache, but also very fit. It's not an insult when I say that or when we say that, but yeah, he's scary, but in a good way. A friend and I were looking at these earlier and she's like, he is so my type. I was like, interesting. So is Jordan Wisely.
Yeah, he would be my type, and then probably I would need like a shot of penicillin, but like, you know.
It happens. The necklace is a choice.
It's giving me very Burning Man. I love that for him. Not sure with the Fessy outfit, but
yeah, very much peacoat turtleneck. That's a theme too.
Yeah,
the gauges.
The turtleneck budget on the challenge through the roof.
Oh yeah, they're loving it.
They're like, we can't afford Johnny Bananas anymore. We'll spend it all on turtlenecks.
Exactly. The gauges freak me out. I'm too worried that somebody's going to grab those in a physical daily or physical elimination. But otherwise, love the face tattoos.
Yeah.
He gives them a certain flair, certain character. Next up, we have the Arya Stark of the challenge. We have Emmy Alupe, also from Survivor Romania. I have seen 40 different photos and videos of her, and she looks different in every one.
Every single one.
It's amazing. This photo is not the best one for her, but she'll have a different face. I mean, I don't even mean this in a bad way either, because like, it's very drastic. I don't know. I've never seen anyone like this.
I mean this in a bad way. I'm scared. She looks crazy.
I love her. I love her already. The hair color switch up, obviously, I'm a huge fan of doing that myself. She looks fun. I don't know.
Fun from this picture to me might be a stretch. Outfit's fun, hair is fun. Face is giving, I will kill you. I will kill you. And I'm nervous. But like Allan said, and I'm sure Nikki would agree, I've seen countless pictures and videos too where I'm like, oh my gosh, she looks so fun, carefree, happy. I think they might have just said, look very serious for this. Look like you're a competitor. Yeah. And she might have really committed to that. So I'm curious to see her in action, because that always makes a difference.
So am I.
I gotta say, in the trailer, she's already cursing people out. So, you know.
She looks scary in that too.
Yeah, maybe she will kill some people. I don't know.
She's giving me like protect me at the bar vibes, you know? Like a guy would just be like, hey, you dropped your card ID or something. And she'd be like, don't touch my friend. Don't look at her. Don't breathe her air. He'd be like, I'm not hitting on her. I just want to give her, no, just stay away. Yeah, she's got that ride or die vibe. I love it.
After Emmy, we have Esther, our second Esther in the last 4 seasons. She looks really pretty.
Yeah, not to keep talking about my friend that I texted earlier, but we were talking about the cast, and she's like, Esther looks so different. I'm like, it's a different Esther, not the same Esther. Yeah, she looks pretty. I don't know much about her, but she looks very pretty.
It seems like a very extravagant outfit for the shoot, though. I don't know if it's a top or a dress, that's why.
Her eyes are beautiful. I'm zooming in, and I think they're contacts, but nonetheless, very captivating.
It's an all-around solid. I mean, I think she could be a little bit less guarded in this photo, be a bit more chipper, and it would really shine bright, but it's just a good photo. She looks really pretty.
Yeah.
And I think it depends, too, what the photographer said. Because, again, if they said, look intense, then this is perfect.
Yeah, they're just going with the theme.
Next up, we have from the Warsaw Shore. It is Pumped Gabbo. I've been told by people that he's the most boring person on the Warsaw Shore, so I don't know what to expect for this show.
Why does he look like a modern day beefier Popeye? Like just the face with like the sunken down lip and raised eyebrow. Maybe I'm just overthinking this. He looks crazy. He looks a mess.
He looks so much like Joel Curry, the DJ, and also, funny enough, longtime boyfriend of Sophie from Geordie Shore. He's very much got that like European look.
Yeah, and carrying that even further, the European look is the very loose-necked V-neck with a blazer.
And the little chest hair is growing in there from because he forgot to shave his chest again.
I think he would look infinitely better if he either dropped the shirt or the blazer. Drop one of them.
Yeah.
Either go shirtless with the blazer and show off your bodybuilder physique, or just go straight just V-neck.
You know what? It looks like he was going to a restaurant for dinner, and they were like, "Sorry, sir, we can only serve you if you're wearing a suit jacket." And he's like, "Well, I don't have one." And they're like, "Well, we have an extra one. You could use that and wear that."
That's the perfect analogy. That's what he came from, like a bar to a nicer place and thought, "Oh, this will pass." You're so right. You're so right.
I'm just thinking about the time Dirty 30 when they were doing their premiere party and everyone was getting together and they got kicked out of a club because Corey decided just to wear a jersey.
Oh.
And look at how far he's come. Look at his cast photo now. He's the beacon of fashion.
Right.
Oh.
After Gabo, we have Huey, who he just looks like my dad's friend who got invited to the show somehow.
Literally. I'm going to say this and then I'll shut up because I have nothing nice to say. He looks a mess. Anybody that has looked into him, he, before the show, very recently before the show, got a BBL. More power to anybody, and like fix your body however you want to. But his next step, I need him to contact Kyle to get his surgeon for his hair transplant. That would improve his look 1,000 times. I'm shutting my mouth on Huey.
Jay should probably also do that. He looks so familiar in the worst of ways.
Nightmare?
He's all our friend's dad.
Just with lip filler.
Or our dad's friend, not our friend's dad, but like, yeah, just like, hey, this is Huey. Oh, hey, Huey. And that's it. I am shocked that he got a BBL, Brazilian butt lift, so close to doing the challenge. There was a competitor who my friend and I were talking about, like, yeah, I don't think she'll ever come back on the show because she has one, and to know a male got one and is now competing on the show, my mind's just blown. Yeah, Huey looks like a normal guy. He's from Big Brother UK. Not a lot of thoughts from me.
You know what? I think I saw him on a show called 100% Hot or not. I feel like I've seen him on like a UK makeover show.
That would make sense. They just didn't do a good job.
Next up, we have Jeremiah White from Love Island US, and I've heard that he wasn't on for much time on that show, so they probably got him for cheap here. He went into Fessy's wardrobe, took his outfit from the previous season, put it on for this photo, and he looks pretty mid. I mean, he's a very good-looking guy based on his face, body, but the outfit, not really feeling it.
Yeah, I think he looks great face-wise. The turtleneck and the chain probably would have been great. The vest, I know the sleeves are off to show off the muscles, which is great. If I had those muscles, I wouldn't be, wearing the things that I do. But yeah, take that vest off. And then he's also got like the plotting hands, like, I'm about to do something. And maybe he will.
But probably won't.
Yeah.
He probably won't.
The only thing I recognize him from like Love Island was there was a clip of him and Johnny singing like a Drake rendition, and that's all I know about him. So I'm curious to see how he does on the challenge.
From one giant man to another, we go from Jeremiah to Kels Dyke from Too Hot to Handle Season 1. Kels was notoriously one of the guys who was like, hey, we're trying to win as much money as possible. Let's not kiss. Let's not make out. He even turned down hooking up with a girl in his shower as she was naked in front of him. I lost a lot of respect for him as a reality TV character in that moment. Decent cast photo.
Going off that, though, just briefly, that does show me he's about his money, so maybe he really will perform. Cast photo, totally fine. Again, we've got another deep V-neck, but these people are otherworldly with their muscles, so I can't say that I blame them.
He's also 6'6", yeah.
Mm-hmm.
6'6", giving me a solid 10 out of 10 there.
He shows that if you just go simple sometimes, it goes a long way.
Yeah.
I agree. Completely.
Next up, we have Lauren Coogan from Love Island US. I believe she is known for faking a British accent.
Here's something on her that I found out last year. this isn't like a spoiler. She's competing as an international person, but she's spent most of her life in Central Florida. And Allan's correct. On Love Island, like her accent fades in and out. And if you're watching this, go to her Instagram story. Anything she says, it fades in and out. And I understand if you lived in the UK for a little bit and came here, like your accent will change. But I'm not even really sure if she's from there. As far as the picture goes, she's a pretty girl, but the lip fillers are clearly being weighed down to the point where her mouth is dragging like a bass fish. And I mean that in the nicest way possible.
I'm agreeing in the meanest way possible.
So, yeah. Funny story. I'm in a chat and people were like, "Oh, who from Love Island season 2 like do you think's the prettiest?" And I said Lauren because I'd only seen her Instagram pictures, and they sent me stills of her from the show, and I was like, "She looks like a different person." And this cast photo does that as well. She's still pretty. Don't get me wrong. She just does not look like her Instagram.
I hate the top. I hate that shirt. I'm sorry. God awful. I would never wear it. She looks so much like Nicole from War of the Worlds 1 or 2.
2.
One.
My friend messaged me. He's like, "Did they think they cast Nicole?"
Yeah, they were like, "Okay, we got her. You're back," and she's like, "What?"
Yeah.
Look, 2 weeks ago I went on a Nicole Bass deep dive to look for clips for her for a video, and I was just like, you know what? Maybe people were sleeping on her. She was kind of funny.
We can call her Nicole Bass Fish.
There you go. The similarities are right there.
After Lauren, we have Logan San Pedro from Survivor Spain. And he looks like he just won a golf tournament, like in the best way possible.
My mom has already said how good looking he is, so.
Yeah, he looks like he's a good looking man. The hoop nose piercing definitely like sets him apart, but he's looking at the camera like, yeah, I'm wearing a blazer, but I chose to wear a tee under it, not a V-neck. And I don't know, he looks stoic and I don't know. Distinguished. That's good.
Yeah.
Like the long hair, those kind of like distinguished, but like fun. I don't know. Hope he brings that air to the challenge.
He looks like he plays like I said, like golf or like tennis, a solo sport where he's just like elite in it. And he was the runner-up of Survivor Spain. Yeah, he looks impressive. I mean, just on looks alone. After Logan, we have from Survivor, Millennials versus Gen X, and Survivor Second Chances.
Game Changers?
Game Changers.
Game Changers.
Which was the Second Chances, basically.
Yes.
Michaela Bradford. People have been wanting her on the challenge for half a decade, and finally it's happening. What amazed me about this photo is I realized I've only watched her on Survivor, so I have no idea what she dresses like outside of Survivor after being ravished on an island for 20, 30 days.
I love her. I love everything about her. I, too, have wanted her on this challenge for years and years. I can't say a bad thing. She looks beautiful. She does look simple. Not simple. Her outfit looks simple. But, like, you don't have to be flashy. A lot of these rookies went the flashy route. Michaela knows who she is. She's secure in who she is. This is, like, perfect. She's given that direct eye contact, like, I'm here to do business. I don't need to be wearing this crazy color, this crazy fur, this crazy earring. Like, she looks beautiful and prepared.
Yeah, she looks ready to take the show over. Like what I thought we were going to get from Natalie last season.
Mm-hmm.
And after Michaela, we have another Survivor player, winner of Survivor Ko-Rong, and third place finisher of Survivor Winners at War. It is Michelle Fitzgerald, and I think she looks fantastic in this photo.
Amazing. She's so beautiful.
I think she's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Again, multiple necklaces. That is in. Apparently, it has been for a while. I'm just late.
Oh, buddy.
I know. Forgive me. But I'm also biased. I love her. She is a smart woman who's often just like not given enough credit. I can't wait to see her on the challenge. Though I think she's still dating Dean from Survivor 39. I'd like to see her hooking up with people. Maybe her and Dean are just still friends. I don't know. But regardless, like the picture alone, she looks beautiful. she looks recognizable, and I like that.
I will say, just from the photographer, it's probably the most close-up female photo, though, which it just stands out in that point. But yeah, she looks gorgeous. She's striking in that photo.
Yeah. I'm hoping she does well.
Next up, we have from Love Island, UK, Priscilla Yuba, and she is jacked, and she looks ridiculously good in this photo.
Yep.
She is gorgeous. I have no clue who she is, but she is beautiful. Like the dress is a little dressy, but like it's also simple because it's a simple color. The one necklace, she's steering away from the pack. Her face just looks like she knows she looks good, and as she should. She's beautiful.
Regal,
that's a great word.
Yeah. She looks ready to take over.
I've seen her Instagram photos. She has some massive arms. She has some guns. She could be taking some people down in some physical eliminations. She's going to be scary. And she's obviously gorgeous.
See her whip Tori down.
Next up, we have Rene Hectors from X on the Beach Double Dutch.
It's a mouthful.
I don't have a good read on him. The shirt is the type of shirt I wanted Josh to wear. I don't know his personality enough to like know if that's his or not. But I think he looks fine. Very, very well groomed beard.
Not the brows though.
I think that's a stylistic choice, but I agree. They definitely Groucho Marx is living through his face.
It's not a good choice.
I don't think it's
he's
bad.
not a member of the Levy family.
I think it fits him.
I think it fits him too, though. Actually, like I think that's yeah.
Next up, we have a very anticipated competitor, and it is Tasha from Big Brother Nigeria. She has over 1 million Twitter followers, over 1 million Instagram followers. And when I first started covering the UK players on the challenge, they would have these big followings, and then I realized over time they're buying a lot of those followers. They're mostly bots. Tasha has real followers. They like you randomly tweet about Tasha, and it'll get like 20 retweets and likes right now from all her like powerful fans.
Yeah,
her Titans.
Yeah.
What I'll say about this picture, I love the necklace. Even in the trailer, like she's wearing that. I think that's like her staple piece, and I love it. But going off of what Allan said, like she has a loyal following. She looks so confident and just like she's like, I'm here. Tasha's here. I'm about to do this thing. Like she looks so prepared and ready, and I love her hair as well. It adds to the picture so much.
Yeah, everything about this photo, love it. The color scheme, the like you said, the necklace, the statement necklace looks great. She's serving looks, and she looks like she knows that she's bigger than the show.
Yeah.
The outfit and the pose looks like she's staring down Fessie's cast picture and says, "No, it's me. It's not you. It's me."
And I gotta say, like even in the trailer, she has a moment like that where she's just wearing, I forget what she's wearing, but she just looks to the camera and just knows she's serving looks. Yeah, great cast photo. After Tasha, we have winner of Survivor Island of the Idols, I believe, Tommy Sheehan, and he does not look like, despite being a challenge superfan, he doesn't look happy to be there.
He is a challenge super fan. I've listened to him on some challenge podcasts before, and he's had some interesting takes. I'm excited about that. The shirt looks like the shirt that he was probably given on Survivor to be typecast as a teacher. And he does not look happy. Like Allan said, he looks like he's in anguish. And if I could relate this to something, it's a portrait of Abraham Lincoln that has been colorized in modern day.
Well, he does look like he's being held at gunpoint. Like he looks like he's about to he's doing a ransom video.
He looks like he expected more Survivor people to be there, and then he found out he was the only male U.S. Survivor.
Why does he look so sad, man?
Because he forgot his lips?
I don't know. That's kind of mean, but just smile, bro. Smile. You're on the
That's kind of
challenge.
mean. Should we backtrack to some other things that were said about other people? Okay.
I've been nothing but nice. I think Tommy's he's definitely trying to give like the stoic like I'm here like whatever, but he's got those piercing blue eyes that don't really translate into stoic. They more so translate to sorrow. Nikki's correct. His lips look like you paper cut bare skin, and yeah, it's funny because if you check Tommy's Instagram, the rest of the cast is posting their actual pictures like this. He posted a close-up of him with the rest of the cast because he knows this picture's not great.
Like, I love ginger men. Do not get me wrong. Break me off a piece of that.
Do you like them when they stare at you like this?
No.
He looks like a self-portrait that someone painted themselves in the 1600s, and you weren't allowed to smile back then.
Yeah, it looks like a painting that's gonna follow you.
Yeah.
Follow you.
And last but not least, we have Tracy Candela from Love Island, Germany. And I think she's a very pretty girl, but whatever she's wearing, her Chewbacca dress, her Karibo from Yu-Gi-Oh dress, not really feeling it. Not the best choice.
You said last but not least, but I'm feeling a little bit least. You know, it was definitely a choice to wear the chain link necklace and also earrings. Someone said this in a group chat that I'm in. Well, Nikki, this is your intervention. I'm just kidding. Someone said in a group chat I'm in today, she would probably look younger if she had more American eyebrows. But, you know, this is probably like the thing there. Americans went through this phase where it's like very defined, very shaped eyebrows, and it's kind of going away from that. The dress, shirt, top, scary. People keep saying she looks like Ashley's third sister, because Ashley's second sister is a bombshell, by the way. But wrong. I don't see the Ashley resemblance aside from they just have somewhat similar features. And
let's not put Whitney down like that.
Oh, no, Whitney's bomb. Let me not get that confused. Yeah, Whitney's gorgeous.
I gotta defend my girl Tracy here. Smoky look, very good. From the face, I feel like I feel like though she was auditioning for Jersey Shore and was like, oh, this is something that Snooki would have wore on season 3 of Jersey Shore, and that's where the ultimate downfall was. But I think she's gorgeous. I think
she looks like a mob wife. It's not
literally, Nikki. I was about to say this, not to go back to Fessy's picture because clearly I'm obsessed. Coin that obsessed. She is Fessy's drug lord wife. She's not the drug lord, but she reaps the benefits, and they have so much wealth that she's like, well, that's true. She might be. And she's like, I'm going to put on this red lipstick and do my eyebrows really high and dark and buy these gold chain earrings and necklace. And I'm going to wear this extravagant shirt because you know what? Money's rolling in. I'm good.
Yeah, some of us find mob wives hot. And I think she's, besides the Chewbacca dress, she's serving. Just get her a nice red cocktail dress, and she's here for the right reason. She's killing it.
Okay, whatever she's serving, I don't want any of it.
All right, that's good for you. That's chill.
Allan is going to her restaurant, and he is making reservations.
Tracy is all for you.
1000%. And yeah, that's our season 37 cast. To run through real quick, we have Tracy Candela from Love Island, Germany. Tori Deal, many seasons. Tommy Sheehan, Survivor Island of the Idols winner. Tasha Akide from Big Brother Nigeria. Renan Hellemans from X on the Brother Double Dutch. Priscilla Yuba from Love Island, UK. Nelson Thomas, the modern day elimination king of the challenge. Nani Gonzalez, many-time challenger. 10 plus 11 plus seasons. Manvo for his second season. Michelle Fitzgerald, winner of Survivor Co. Wrong. Michaela Bradford, 2-time Survivor competitor. Logan San Pedro, runner-up of Survivor Spain. Lauren Coogan, fake British accent from Love Island US. Kyle Christie from the Jersey Shore on his 7th straight season of the challenge, currently longest active streak. Kels Dyke from season 1 of Too Hot to Handle and former pro European American football player. I don't know how that works. Casey Clark, third season winner of Big Brother 20, Josh Martinez. Goof, Jeremiah White, Love Island US. Huey, forgot his last name, has a VBL from Big Brother UK season 17. Pumped Gabbo, Warsaw Shore. Fessy Shafat, known final quitter. Esther, I forgot her last name.
It's okay, Esther.
She's absolutely gorgeous. Emmy Alupe, Survivor Romania. Emmanuel Nyagu, runner-up of Survivor Romania. Devin Walker, CT, known head smasher. Corey Warden, he has kids. Corey Lay, challenge super fan, 12 Days of Christmas. Maybe we'll put a present under your tree. Big T, America's British Sweetheart. Bettina Buchanan, the Swedish girl. Yeah.
Oh my God,
Bettina. Berna Candledeck from Survivor Turkey All-Stars. Ashley Millionaire Mitchell, 2-time challenge champion. Anissa Ferreira, 15-time challenger, 2 finals, not much money won. And Amanda Garcia returning for the first time since War of the World 1. And we are going to be excited to cover this entire season for you guys. We're going to do a whole breakdown where we predict how the cast will do and so on and so forth. Luke, Nikki, what do you guys got to say?
I'm excited. Lots of rookies, which I don't love. They just seem dynamic, and I feel like this season's going to be good.
Yeah, I'm excited to probably talk more smack about Fessy. Probably piss some people off when I say something about CT. I'm ready. Let's do it.
I love you both so much. I love all the fans who've been watching us. Subscribe to our channel. Subscribe on Spotify, iTunes, whatever. We're going to be posting a lot of content. It's going to be a great season. I mean, even if it's bad, we got to make fun of it together. Have a great day, everyone.